So, the final Bond film of the last millennia. This should be fun. The World Is Not Enough, directed by Michael Atped and released in 1999 as the 19th entry into the Bond franchise, is... well, it's frustrating.
Why is that?
It's frustrating because I want to like it because it's a Bond film, but at the same time...
How's about we start with the basic rundown to work through it?
Okay, so Bond is on a personal mission for M, as her good friend and oil tycoon Robert King is killed in MI6 by an explosive fertilizer-soaked pile of his own money, which Bond recovered from Bilbao, Spain. However, this explosion breaches a hole in the outer wall of MI6, and Bond gives chase to an assassin down the Thames, and this assassin was the same assassin who beset him in Spain. So, Bond is chasing after the assassin down the Thames in Q's fishing retirement boat, and the assassin ends up killing herself, which leaves Bond with a broken collarbone. However, Bond doesn't do the smart thing, and he makes his way onto the mission team in the interest of protecting King's daughter and heir, Electra, from Renard, an anarcho-terrorist played by Robert Carlyle, who is slowly losing his senses thanks to an MI6 agent who lodged a bullet in his brain. However, it turns out that Electra is really manipulating things behind the scenes because she's formed a Stockholm Syndrome relationship with Renard, and she wants to get revenge against her father and MI6 for using her as bait to catch Renard, as well as to make sure that her father's pipeline and her family pipeline actually has no Russian competition, and Bond teams up with Dr. Christmas Jones to save the day.
Wow.
Yeah, my first issue is with the collarbone. You don't go out on this kind of mission with that kind of vulnerability or weakness, yet Bond does so by seducing the MI6 nurse, one Molly Warmflesh, to get a clean bill of health. I mean, personally, if I had that kind of injury, I wouldn't go out until I was somewhat healed. However, international terrorists and willing women don't wait for super spies to heal.
So the nurse melted at Bond's touch, and this wasn't the first time. What is it with women and this Bond?
I wish I knew. Maybe it's a smug suaveness. And then we have Dr. Christmas Jones, played flatly by Denise Richards. She just lacks development and seems rather monotone at times. It probably doesn't help that the first outfit we see her in looks like something out of Lara Croft's closet. I mean, yeah, she starts off as what seems like a fairly competent scientist, but she ends up as a damsel for Bond to rescue in the end. However, she does help disarm a bomb in the King pipeline. But, you know, it isn't without a number of Christmas jokes and innuendos, like, I thought Christmas only came once a year. That's like something Sean Connery would say. Basically. But as for Electra, played by Sophie Marceau, she's got some depth as a femme. Sure, she seems innocent and in need of protection, but she's been damaged by her hostage experience and uses that pain to exact her revenge. However, Bond still bets her and then later ends up killing her before going after Renard, partially for the fact that she killed Valentine, and symbolically for not, I would say, obeying gender roles or, I guess, being obedient to Bond.
Wait, they kill Hagrid again?
Yeah, Electra kind of shoots him as he's coming to Bond's aid while searching for his now-dead nephew, the former captain of a Russian nuclear submarine. But he does aid Bond in his final moments thanks to a gun hidden in his cane.
And speaking of the gun cane, what about gadgets?
Q's retirement boat is a bit much, along with the fact that it launches out of a dock a few stories up into the Thames. There's also the fact that the BMW is really only in one scene and is pretty much promptly sliced in half. There's also a watch grappling hook that probably wouldn't even support Bond's weight, and there's an inflatable Zorb-like parka thing that looks kind of ridiculous.
And this was Desmond Llewellyn's last time appearing as Q, as he passed the role off to John Cleese as R, a quote-unquote young fellow who kind of appears to be more of a klutz, if anything. Yeah, it wasn't the best note to leave on, but what can you do when the gadget guy is getting on in years?
So the action and stunt sequences, while cool, are unnecessarily over the top, like the dragging boat chase through London, the Parahawk attack in the mountains, and the buzzsaw helicopter attack at Valentine's Caviar Factory. Plus, the CGI in those and other scenes looks really evident. As for the aforementioned innuendos, they're a lot more prevalent, namely between Bond and Moneypenny, as he brings back a cigar case from his mission in Spain to give to Moneypenny as a symbol of their relationship. Close, but no cigar. Ugh, enough with the phallic objects and innuendos. So while the film has things like supporting music from David Arnold, an okay theme song by Garbage, and plenty of globe hopping around Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, and Istanbul, along with the fact that Bond's family motto is the title of the film, which is kind of pulled from On Her Majesty's Secret Service, the film is just all over the place. So I can see myself forgetting about this film. Maybe. I should probably invest in either a neuralizer or call up Lacuna Incorporated. So next week we tackle the 20th Bond film that also doubles as a 40th anniversary tribute or special of sorts. Not that I really want to, just lots of kind of bad memories, if you will. But
We have to. Anyways, there are a few Bond-related blog posts down there for you to check out, as Skyfall is, about 4 weeks away or thereabouts. So, check back next week when we review Die Another Day. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to go throw up in advance of that review.